Hello there, Virgo. Welcome to Diamond Dragon Lady. My name is Ariel, and this is your June 2024 Tarot and Oracle reading. I am also an astrologer, and I do have a separate video that you can click on the link at the end of this one to give you even more details about the astrology and planetary energy of the month. We will touch on it a little bit in this session, but we will mostly be focusing on the cards. I'm so sorry I did not get readings up for the month of May, you guys. I just was not feeling very well. I was dealing with a sinus infection and I just did not have the energy to get it all done. So I do apologize for that, but we will be getting caught up here on what's going on with my Virgos. Also, be sure to subscribe and like this video. It definitely helps my channel in the algorithm here on this platform. So Virgo, let's see what we've got for you. We're going to start with some Oracle. Spirit, show us what Virgo's main energy, main keyword for June 2024 will be. Ooh, and we have transformation. Very interesting because, Gemini had the same keyword card for this month. And both Gemini and Virgo are ruled by Mercury. So I really do feel like for our Mercury-ruled folks out here, there could be a real transformation of the mind, transformation of direction in the way that you think, the way you communicate. Something is really shifting. You may be embracing very much a new life energy coming through. I will also point out, Virgo, that, Jupiter just shifted out of Taurus and into the sign of Gemini. This does put a square to your sign, and there's a lot of square energy going on during this month, and that puts a lot of friction on your sign. It's actually kind of a difficult, aspect in astrology. So you may feel more pressure, more friction, more restlessness, more of a need to grow, need to transform, need to change, need to adjust. Just letting you know, that's a big heads up for you guys. It's not, all that energy isn't going to last. By the end of the month, we'll be shifting into a lot more Cancer, which is a lot more easy for you to, navigate. But as we go through this first half of June, there is a lot of Cancer energy, not Cancer, I'm sorry, a lot of Gemini energy that you could absolutely be feeling the friction from. So make the adjustments you need. Take time to yourself as necessary. Don't be afraid to withdraw and retreat and do some self-care if you need to this month, Virgo. Let's next get into a numerology card. Let's see what special number is coming up for you this month. Oh, and we have the number 8, manifestation. So I do believe, even though there could be, we've got these challenging planetary aspects going on for you, there is also a lot of positivity here. We do have, of course, the summer solstice coming up on the 20th of June, and the day after that, we have the full moon in Capricorn, which is very positive for Virgo. This could be a real blessing for you guys, where you finally, something you've been working very hard at starts to come full circle, starts to manifest. You start to see, the beginnings of the results of your effort. Very, very nice energy with the number 8, that infinity sign. It's very balanced and it's very good for creating tangible things in the real world. So put your mind to it, Virgo. Let's get into some gems and crystals. Let's see what is working best for you for June. And we have the calcite. Yes, I love calcite. Calcite or selenite. Both very, very good for you guys. These are for calmness, for all chakras. So I would say, some white calcite, clear calcite, those are very, very nice, very calming. And I do feel like you need that this month, Virgo, because in spite of some of the positive things happening, there is also a lot of friction, a lot of pressure build up. So you do need some things that can help you to calm, help you to center and focus. The other stone that you could use this month is the turquoise that's on the bottom of the deck, and that is for balance. See, there we go. Throat and heart chakra coming into play. So the throat helps you to speak from the heart. So using some turquoise, wearing that, kind of in between the throat and the heart chakra would also be very, very helpful for you this month. Let's get into one more oracle card before we move into your tarot. That's going to be our spiritual guardians, guides, and ancestors. Please show us which one of you wants to help our Virgos out the most for June 2024. Ooh, and we have Serapis Bay. So yes, ascension is coming through. Move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. The light is here. His energy is very associated with solar power, solar energy. I'm not talking about solar panels. But if you happen to work in environmental efforts or research, it could be for you. That'd be very specific. But he is very associated with the solar power, the sun god, right? So definitely this is you kind of getting into that glow up energy, transcending darkness, rising above some difficulties, maybe, having any kind of melancholy, heartbreak, disappointments. I feel like you're transforming and rising above, and you're having a whole new manifestation coming through this month so far, Virgo. Very nice to begin with. Let's get into your tarot. We're going to do a full Celtic cross. I do also clarify all my cards with a second deck to get you deeper messages. So Spirit, let's see what we have for Virgo. Give us a nice, clear, accurate picture of what their energy is like for this month, what they need to know for their highest and best. And we have the Devil there. We're talking about that Capricorn full moon coming up this month. There's the sun. We do have all of this getting reflected. There's the Eight of Cups. There's leaving something behind. Oh my goodness. So Virgo, my goodness, first card in the center of your Celtic cross is the Devil, Capricorn energy. And for me, I am a Capricorn, so this is my card. So I would say the things that you want to pay attention to when this guy comes out is definitely a lot to do with your work ethic, because Capricorns are all about their work, ambitions, goals, achievements. And the Devil can be being stuck like in a job you hate would be like a whole thing, right? Because it's like they're chained, right? They're stuck doing something they don't want to do. They're stuck being somewhere they don't want to be. And they keep doing it just because it's a habit. So if there's anything like that in your life, Virgo, it may be time to reassess, may be time to free yourself from that situation. You don't want to get stuck in a rut that just repeats itself over and over and over again. However, if you are in, a career that's going pretty well, I could also see this as you breaking free of where you're at within that position. You could be getting the raise, the promotion. But the big thing with that Devil card, that Capricorn energy, is to not get stuck doing a job that you don't like, that brings you no joy, right? Let's get into a clarifier on this Devil card, please. And I do feel that that is a big sign that that Capricorn full moon on the 21st is going to be extra powerful for you for sure. Yeah, get out of, Pisces energy, Neptune energy, the Hanged Man coming through. So you may be kind of hanging on to something literally and just going, well, I need this job because, got to have some income, but it's not making me happy. I'd rather be doing XYZ, but you haven't made the move between the two. You might feel like you're kind of stuck between cycles right now when it comes to something, especially career related, especially. In the immediate past, we have the Sun. So I feel like there's something that you've experienced recently that has maybe made you literally see the light, something that's made you feel very happy, very radiant, very positive, very empowered. So whatever that is for you, you're going to know that on a personal level, Virgo. Let's see what we have clarifying this for you. You know, and having that kind of experience could make you, it's like when you take a trip or you take a break from a job that you don't like or a situation you don't like. And then when you come back to the situation, you're like, oh my gosh, I got to get out of here. Right? And we do have the Knight of Wands. So it could have easily been something that you experienced on a trip, a vacation, you know, something that you've either learned or studied recently as well. It's like, yeah, you may have that sense there's something better out there for me than this. And this is what's got you kind of going, should I stay or should I go? And the Eight of Cups tells me, I think you probably are going to go in the near future, right? You know, this is leaving behind something that's not, you know, emotionally or mentally or spiritually fulfilling, right? This is kind of like, yep, I gotta keep going in my journey. I've been building things up pretty good, but I'm ready for the next step. Let's get a clarifier on this one for you. Wow. Oh, so nice. So Virgo, my goodness. I feel like for any of you that resonate with this reading, and of course it's not going to resonate with everyone, we know this is a general read, but with anyone that does, oh my goodness, you're leaving something behind and you may not know exactly where you're going, but it is so positive. Look at that star. The sun and the star are the two most positive, you know, hope returning, faith returning after a long, you know, struggle through the dark kind of cards. And so when both of those are coming up, I feel like you've already seen something that makes you go, wow, I want that, or I want to feel like that more of the time. And then right now in the center, you're sitting here in the present going, you know what? I feel so stuck. I'm not sure if I should, you know, stay or go. And you may feel very in between, pulled two different directions. That's the friction. But I really feel by the end of this month, going into the immediate future here, Virgo, that you're going to make a decision. I think you're going to leave something behind and it's going to work out really nicely in your favor with that star card coming through. That is the light at the end of the tunnel. On the subconscious position, Knight of Swords. Oh yeah, your mind is very, very active. May feel a little stressed out, a little anxious, but it's like there's a lot of information coming in very quickly to your mind. And so I feel like, you know, you might have even seen like a different kind of job or a different kind of life that you want to live. And it's like all that's really maybe standing in the way is learning some things about what you need to do. And then it's like you're learning about it. You're really kind of absorbing information very, very quickly. Yeah, you might feel real worked up in the mind. Your mind's just racing, like really wanting to absorb all the knowledge that it can. Let's get a clarifier, please. Yeah, we got the Hermit, and that is your power card, Virgo. So I feel like whatever it is that you're learning, whatever it is you're doing, boy, it's powerful for you. Like this to me feels like your own destiny coming in very, very quickly for you in a lot of ways. And you may feel that because this is the subconscious position, these two cards. So you may feel, wow, I suddenly see the light here. You know, it's like you're going towards the star in the future. We have the star in the lantern of the Hermit card because he carries that light of the truth, that light of things getting better in the future and going towards a better opportunity and a better life. You might really spend some time alone or to yourself this month, Virgo, very strongly, because I feel like you're very focused on where you want to go, what you want to do, what's true for you, what's right for you. And I feel like in a way, when you start learning and your mind starts going, you feel more empowered, even though you might feel a little bit shaken up like a cat on a hot tin roof. You might feel a little bit like, oh, yeah. But at the same time, it feels very empowering and very enlivening. That's what I would say. High Priestess, she's come up for almost every reading I've been doing over the past couple months. Oh my goodness. On the top, message from Spirit, there she is, crowning the spread. So using your intuition, listening to your soul, paying attention to your dreams, the signs, the synchronicities. Again, I feel like this is a combination where a lot of folks this month, even though, you know, Gemini energy is very social, it's very outgoing, a lot of people are going to be spending some quality alone time to really feel their feelings out, to really get a beat on what it is they truly want, what their intuition is really telling them and where it's guiding them. So don't be afraid to take time for yourself. Your intuition is popping here, Virgo. Yeah, look at that. We got the High Priest, and right next to her is our, the High Priestess and the High Priest, the Hierophant. So I feel like your intuition is really spot on, not only on a metaphysical and spiritual level, but also on a very practical wisdom level, right? Because this is, some Cancer energy with that moon. This is some Taurus energy, which is very real world. So I feel like your spiritual intuitions are very wise. They're very accurate. You know what you want deep down. I think as soon as you spend time getting in touch with yourself, you're going to know exactly what to do. So let's get some extra advice on this reading, Virgo. This is very, very powerful. Sometimes I really like all those squares, in the planets, because they kind of kick our butt. They really do. They get us moving. They get us, put into action. It really lights a fire under us. So sometimes those months where we get a lot of squares to our sign are just some of the most active, dynamic months. So don't be afraid of squares in astrology, guys. They can be very important. They can feel kind of stressful sometimes. There's no doubt, kind of challenging. Sometimes it can feel a little blocked, but I'd say more than often than not, I kind of enjoy them because they get me moving. So let's see what we've got here for you. During all these squares, Virgo, so many. Page of Pentacles. There it is. I feel like there's a new job. There's a new vocation. There's something new that you're angling for. Oh my goodness. So Page of Pentacles in the suggested approach. Yes, it is time to absolutely invest in something new. Whether you're learning something new, taking on a new job, getting into a new relationship. This feels more work related to me, more career related, but take it as it resonates to you. If it is a relationship situation, it could be that it's something you're getting into. You could be leaving behind, something that just has never worked for you. And ending up meeting somebody that's just like, oh yeah, that was what I was looking for. But I think for most of you, this is a work level. This is a life philosophy level. So absolutely invest in yourself. Invest in what you really feel passionate about. Even if for some of you this takes a little longer, right? Because time is different for everyone. Timing is different for everyone. I feel like this moves rather quickly because of this Knight of Swords. But for some of you, it could be a little slower. And in that case, just keep investing in yourself slowly but surely. That's what builds up and gets us good results. Yeah, I do feel like you might feel pulled in a lot of directions. There could be some tussle energy. And to me, the Five of Wands actually is the tarot card that reminds me the most of square energy in astrology. Very interesting because we know, like we've said, you've got a lot of those going on. So you might feel a little stressed. There might be a little bit of that like, oh my gosh, I can't take on a new job right now. I've got so much going on. But just take a little time to invest in it slowly but surely, Virgo. You don't have to do it all overnight. It will build up and it will get good over time. What you need to know is the Six of Swords. So absolutely, this is a time where you're moving past, any kind of difficult, stressful situations. Leaving behind drama, leaving behind things that are not keeping you in a calm place. And it may just mean, starting out very simply, but you're heading in a better direction, away from the choppy waters. And you have a lot of options. I feel like you're heading to, a new place where you have a lot more choices than you have in the past. It might be a little overwhelming how many choices you have going forward, but it's going to open up. So hopes and fears is the Six of Wands. I think this is very normal when you're contemplating, big changes or doing something new. There's that, hope that there's going to be success, a little bit afraid that you won't have the success that you want. So I do feel like that question will be on your mind. You'll be kind of like, will this be successful? Let's get a clarifier. Yeah, I do feel like you might be taking on more responsibilities, and I feel like in the short term, it may feel heavier, right? That's definitely, I feel like for you to take this on, I think initially may feel like, oh my gosh, I can't take on one more thing. I think that that will work itself out over time. But don't let taking on a little more responsibility dissuade you from going towards something that could make you really happy. In the outcome, we have the Ten of Swords, so I feel like this is the end of a really challenging cycle. Whether you've just had disappointments, letdowns, heartbreaks, people that haven't been what you thought they were, all of that kind of stuff. But I like the tens because it's a completion. And so to me, you know, Ten of Swords is the end of those kind of cycles. It's a really nice energy. Yeah. And now I feel, you know, as a result, now you're like, I'm waiting for my ships to come in. I've been through the ringer. I've paid my dues. I'm ready for the good things to come in and meet me halfway here, right? On the bottom, my goodness, you've just got so much going on here, guys. Hierophant card is coming up again in your read, and the Empress. So I feel like you're really getting ready to step into a much more powerful, much more abundant reality than you've had in a while. So hang in there, Virgo. This is a beautiful reading, but it's definitely time to move past something that's not making you happy into something that could really be incredible in your life. Let's get an affirmation on this reading for you. Release. Look at that with the metal element. We had that Ten of Swords. I can't imagine a more metal element. And there he is waving that sword. So release what no longer serves you. Free yourself from connections to negative influences. That's exactly what we're talking about with that Devil card. You are honorable and courageous. Cut those cords in order to forge new relationships or opportunities. Absolute perfect summary there, guys. Have an amazing month, y'all. I hope this June is absolutely incredible. It looks amazing. So I will talk to you very soon. Take care.